Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It's good afternoon, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sahrial Pani. Can you call me? Yeah. Today, I want to explain about classroom management effective. What is this? Effective classroom management is basically about creating a learning environment where students feel safe, focused, and motivated to participate. It's not just about controlling behavior. It is about building a positive atmosphere where learning can actually happen smoothly. First one, the most important things, setting clear expectation from the beginning. Student needs to know what is okay and what is not. This includes simple things like how to ask questions, when to speak, and how to treat others. If rules are clear and consistent, students are less likely to get confused or test limits. But don't just list rules. Explain why they matter. When students understand the purpose, they're more likely follow them. Next, consistent is key. You can't enforce a rule one day and ignore it the next. If students see its consistency, they might stop taking the rules seriously. For example, if taking direct instruction is not allowed, it should always be enriched is the same way. This not mean being strict all the time. It just mean being fair and predictable. Another important part is building good relationship. Another important part is building good relationship with students. This is often overlooked, but it makes a difference. When students feel respected and understood, they are more likely to behave well. You can do simple things like learning their names quickly, asking about their interests, or just listening when they speak. A classroom with strong relationship usually has fewer discipline problems. They're enjoying teaching. Sometimes students misbehave simply because they are bored or don't understand the lesson. If your teaching is instructive and interesting, students are naturally more focused. Use different methods like discussion, group work, games, or real-life examples. When students are actively involved, they have less time and reason to be disturbed. Also, don't forget about classroom routines. Routines help students know what to expect, which reduce confusion and wasted time. For example, how to class start, how assignment are something, or how transition happen between activities. When routines become habits, everything runs more smoothly without needing consistent instruction. Another useful strategy is positive reinforcement. Instead, always focus on what students do wrong. Recognize what they right. This could be simple phrases like "good job, staying focused," or rewarding effort and improvement. Positive attention and encourage students to reflect good behavior. At the same time, consequences are still important. If a student breaks a rule, there should be a clear and fair consequence. But it's better if consequences are calm and respectful, not emotional. The goal is to take responsibility, not to embarrass or punish others. Team management also plays a role in classroom management. If lessons are well planned and time used efficiently, There are less chance for chaos. The time when nothing is happening is absent when students start to misbehave. So, so always have a plan and even backup plan just in case. Lastly, flexibility matters. Not every strategy works for everyday classroom or every student. Sometimes you need to adjust your approach depending on the situation. Being observant and reflective help you improve over time. So, overall effective classroom management is a mix of clear expectation, of consistency, strong relationship, enjoying lessons, structure, routines, and balance between discipline and encouragement. When all these elements comes together, the classroom becomes a place where students can learn comfortably and teacher can teach effectively. Bye bye. I think that's all for me. Thank you for attention. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.